in the holiday mood, and it's obviously still in the air. Now, hope you all are having an amazing holiday. I mean, it's always a great thing to have a long weekend or probably a few more days of holidays until it ends, guys.
Oh, Amanda. Did you hear Amanda? But until then, no, the holidays is not over. Yes, we are still in the holiday mood and we love it. So we are ready to take you on a joyride on today's show. Take a good look at them. Are they not looking all zinc and pink?
Yes, we are.
The holiday looks good on you guys. Yeah, like you be popping, girl. You be enjoying.
I love it. You be enjoying. Guys, if you are a movie lover, welcome to Nollywood Tuesday right here on eSplash. We have an awesome lineup for your viewing pleasure. So don't take your eyes off your TV. I mean, why would you see all these hot babes? How dare you? All right, guys, you can join our different social media platforms. Yes, join the conversation online, on Twitter, on Instagram, and it's at TVC Connect with the hashtag eSplash on TVC. Welcome aboard, guys. My name is, what will I be today?
Welcome aboard.
Omofoladele.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right, it's your girl, it's your home girl, it's your girlfriend next door. It's the jewel in the crown. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Honeypot.
Okay.
You look so good.
You do.
And slim.
Yes, it does.
Is it the black or are you losing weight?
So
It's the black.
No, it's not the black. There you go. Black, I've been losing weight. The person that gives me orishi. No, the person that gives me the orishi to eat is not around. So I look at my tummy these days. I'm like, is this
Get it back. I love it.
All right, guys, my name is Amanda Dara, and today you can call me Amanda Dara.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
On today's episode now, we have entertainment news, we have celebrity birthday shout-outs, then a quick history lesson of entertainment history on Rewind.
Alrighty, and not forgetting Tweet View, where Faladele will take us through all the weird and crazy moments on social media, and then we'll be joined by a guest on this Nollywood Tuesday.
Alrighty, then it'll be time for us to rant on the Chew It Off segment, after which a recap of all that you might have missed in the news will suffice. Daily Top 5 will be right after that, and this is where we'll be taking a look at 5 Nollywood villains of all time. Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to that. But that's not all, guys. Later on, Amanda and I will bring you some movie talk on the Movies at the Movies segment, and we'll wrap things up, of course, with Where Are They Now?
Of course, it's a very packed show today, and we'll get the show on the road after this break, so stay tuned.
Yeah. Eko lele, eko la wow. So you see, I've been seeing a lot of people in the abroad, so they'll be just be dancing and vibing to this ekolele, ekola. So I'm like, what's wrong with these people? They'll be somewhere that you are like, please let me go on holiday to this place, and then they're like ekola.
No, because
And
when
it's always
you're there, you miss it.
That's what
you
I wanted to
actually
say.
miss it.
I know.
You'll be missing Nigeria when you're in the abroad. You don't know that when you come back.
And when you now come back, you now be missing. Say, take me back.
I
Take
think
me
the
back.
very first thing you miss is the food.
Yeah.
Lack of pepper. That's the first
I
thing you
know,
miss.
right?
And I think people are around you as well, family. There's just a Niger vibe
That's
that you
true.
can't deny, and I think
That's
that's
true.
something that's...
Yes. All right, so let's get straight into the entertainment news. So we're going to start with this not good news. But then we have to take it. DJ Arafat dies in road crash. Popular Ivorian entertainer Ange Didier Wan, aka DJ Arafat, has died. According to reports, the Coupe de Calais star died in hospital in Abidjan as a result of the complications from the injuries he sustained after a motorbike accident. It was reported that his motorbike was hit by a car driven by a journalist from Radio Côte d'Ivoire. DJ Arafat was a singer, composer, and a producer. He is considered one of the most popular African artists in Francophone countries around the world. May his soul rest in peace.
Oh my goodness, this
Honestly.
is such a sad note to begin stuff with. But so the accident happened on Sunday evening, and of course by Monday morning it was confirmed.
Wow.
You know, earlier this week it was confirmed that he had passed, or by Monday rather. And you know, Davido, I saw his first post where it was like, no, tell me it isn't true, and then he came back and of course had accepted the news, and everyone's just showing love because he is one of the bigger African DJs, and of course representing that side of the continent. And it's just really sad. 33, I believe he was.
33.
And
I can say that he was very daring and bold with his life, because I mean, he had about 11 albums that he had produced. I mean, he's somebody that took life, you know, by the hands, and then just did what he loved to do. So
quite literally as well, in terms of he was riding a bike when he died.
So somebody said, I read somebody's post, and that person said that if there is a part in heaven turn up already. So you can see, like, they know that he had good vibes and all that. But at some point when I saw how the accident happened, the video that went viral, I know that, yes, it was going straight. It was the one who owns the road at that point when that car just came. But you know how at every intersection, you're just, you know, you're slowing down because people might be, as they say, that you're the only sane person on the road once you're riding or you're driving a car or you're riding a bike, you know? So, you know, I've always talked about getting a power bike and all that. I've always loved it. But at some point, I'm like, is it that this thing is always claiming people's lives and all that because you're just, you know, doing... And it was not even riding it the normal way. I don't know whether it comes with that particular bike because it was just one tire on the ground and then the other tire up. So it was that trick they were doing, and he had been doing it for, you know, for a while. Like, we saw the video. And what again, you know, and people know that he's always doing stunts on the bike. But it's just so pathetic. May he so rest in perfect peace.
I really hope so.
May he so rest in perfect
that's the
peace.
prayer.
All right, moving on to some more news now. We will make techno a scapegoat, says the federal government. The federal government has expressed disappointment that musician Techno still released a music video which sparks a lot of controversy and has threatened to use techno as a scapegoat to send strong signals of intolerance to nonsense and immorality. According to Shegun, who is the Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, he said, "We commend the police for arresting Techno for the shameful misconduct. The same person who was granted bail on health grounds has gone ahead to release the controversial video. We are now warning him to desist from this shameful conduct, which is not a part of our culture. No single person is bigger than Nigeria, whether he likes it or not. We're going to use him as a scapegoat to send strong signals that the government does not tolerate nonsense and immorality, but discipline, which is our moral principle." Now, he also added that he released the shameful video, which, when the investigation is still ongoing, and we are going to inform security agencies to place him on their watch list because his actions are a threat to national security and also a bad influence on Nigerian youth. Now, if you recall, Techno suffered backlash after being spotted in a viral video where he was dancing in a transparent moving van around the Lekki axis in Lagos, of course, with semi-nude women. And this went viral and caused a lot of uproar on social media. And now the federal government is saying he's a threat to national
Glad you went back
security.
to that because I was about to ask you guys.
Yes, that's right. National security, I do not understand, but I understand that second part, morality, that they talked about. I mean, but then I think what's the crux of the matter is right here is they're still talking about this. They were not done with it, and then you went on to releasing the video. I think that is just the crux of the matter.
He must have gotten advice. I mean, people say no PR is bad PR because in 4 days, the video has about over 750,000 views on YouTube in just 4 days. So maybe that's where he came from. But I actually feel like, as they said, they are trying to make techno a scapegoat. Because if we're going to say we stand for decency, we say no to immorality, then what about the tons of other videos that have also semi-nude women that are doing so well, that we are praising, that we are giving awards to? You know, so what are we going to do about that? And why is he a threat to national security?
That is
I don't understand that.
I don't know, one of the, because there have been different reactions, and I saw someone saying, okay, we just pick and choose when we want to react, the federal government, because there have been so many, we've seen so many cases that have happened in the country that we're like, okay, what's the federal government doing about this?
Exactly.
But then something like this, that, I mean, this isn't a criminal act, fine, this is more to do with like a civic thing,
and creativity
a morality thing, not a criminal thing where someone has killed someone. So where is the threat to national security coming? So they're like, okay, federal government is like, you pick and choose when you want to react.
I think when it's become an issue, like when it's buzzing, then it now becomes an issue that the federal government looks into. Because part of his statement, he said that he got tons of calls from locally and also internationally saying, is this what Nigeria stands for right now? So perhaps there were important people who called him and, you know, said, we don't take this, and then it now looks like we have to.
But back to what Faladele said, it is not until they call you, are you doing your homework? So if before now we had stuff like that, and it goes to saying that even the songs that they get to ban, I know, you know, embassies in charge charge of this and they're watching it at this point. So now, you know, I mean, for terrestrial platforms, and then they go to ban some songs, and then some songs are there, and some of these artists are complaining, even as somebody who works on radio, and then you get to hear that, why is it that they're not banning this? And sometimes they even leave it to your discretion. So they tell you that, you know, you should use your discretion, and then you play it, and then your station would have to pay at the end of the day.
Or is this a big deal because it happened on the, like, it happened publicly? Because I know that was first what the uproar was about, the fact that it happened in public.
They said they're even going to go to the strip clubs and also arrest the owners and everything because we don't stand for immorality. Okay,
so that means a new era is upon us. So it'll be nice to see how this unravels. Because the songs that are banned for terrestrial TV, they're still being played by the stations that are on a different cable network. So let's get what we're doing right here.
Thank you so much for that. It is so amazing that, you know, or shocking that I would work at, you know, I was working at Max FM, and, you know, they would say, don't play certain songs. And as you stop to play the song, you are driving and you're listening to a radio station, another radio station, and it's playing there, and then you're wondering whether they have two heads.
So this morality thing, I'm all for it. I believe in morals and upholding high moral values and standards, but I think it should also cut across. So you're going to tackle, you're going to give people so amount of years for homosexuality, but what are you doing about, you know, people committing other crimes? And it comes back to the thing about sin is sin. So are we using the same strong hands we're going to be using for morals and all that across board? Is it going to affect everyone, or is it just
honest, I feel like this is also a case of I gave you an instruction, or I'm angry at you. It's just like a parent. I'm angry at you. You did something wrong to me, and you still went ahead. I told you not to do it, and you still went ahead to do it. So I'm going to teach you a lesson. I think that is some of what is happening because there were still investigations ongoing, and even though they haven't gotten to a conclusion, we released you on bail for health reasons. You still went ahead to post this video.
That is true. And I think I'm done ranting about the federal government and all that. So let's now come to the other side, which is to tackle techno on this.
So not even say that we are taking sides.
Yes, because at the end of the day, we have to take a look at what your bail conditions were. You were released on health grounds. That was made public. And so that means that what was discussed, was it agreed that you still go ahead to release this video? What kind of regard or disregard in this case does it show when you still go ahead to put that out? Why couldn't you could have still released the video. Why couldn't you cut out that part?
Exactly.
And just edit it out. It's simple. That's not all the video is about.
Yeah.
So it just speaks to, I mean, what are you also trying to find? They called you in, you know, you were released on bail, and then you go ahead and still do that. What does that speak about how you regard authority?
Yeah,
because that is also important.
That's true. It's important, really.
Very true.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to see how this unravels, right? Alrighty, guys, moving swiftly along. Yes, small doctor reportedly welcomes fourth child with his fourth baby mama. Nigerian artist Temitope Adekunle, aka Small Doctor, has reportedly welcomed his fourth child, a baby girl with his fourth baby mama, Agbeke. Now, according to reports, the music star welcomed the baby girl with Agbeke, who resides in Canada. And massive congratulations to them. I guess, yeah, massive.
A child is a good thing.
So massive
blessing.
Congratulations then, yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, congratulations to them.
Child, y'all.
But
what y'all think about that?
To all the youth out there, I really don't
fourth
think it's
baby
something
mama,
that you should go into, because 4 baby mamas, 4 children is a lot of responsibility. As you said, yes, a child is a gift, but then it's always better if you do things the proper way, you know, the better way. And, you know, because it's always nicer when you have, like, a united family. So massive congrats to them.
But then you hear again that what business of yours is this? Because, you know, when you're trying to now tell an adult, sometimes they feel that they're adults and then they know what is good for them. So,
well, the reason why I specifically said it is because whether you like it or not, these are our role models. Now, people will say, I didn't ask anybody to look up to me. I didn't ask anybody to be inspired by me. But here's the thing out there. Don't now think it's a norm, because nowadays some girls are very okay being a baby mama without knowing that there is a lot of stress and emotional trauma that is attached to it. So let's not, like, popularize it or make it seem like something that is normal. That's all I'm trying to say.
Sadly, it's becoming normal.
No, it's even normal already. So it's coming a bit late. Like saying, don't let us now popularize it.
Yeah, it's already.
I mean, that is sad.
Actually.
And it feels like we have taken, because there's much talk about how we always try to take on the abroad culture, the Western culture, but it feels like we've just taken on even this culture as well. If you go to the States, let me not even go to other parts of the abroad. If you go to the States, Atlanta, all these places, like this baby mama culture, you see this guy with like 4 baby mamas, 8 children. Migos, what's his name? Cardi B's guy.
Yeah.
Offset has like, what, 4 or something?
Yes.
And I'm just like, okay, so have we taken on this culture as well? Like, what's going on?
Because, as I said, because it has seemed very normal, it has seemed very okay.
As they even do this, I hope that they will bear in mind that there is a responsibility.
Yes.
So if you're going to take proper care of the child, you're going to be there for the child, you know, you're going to attend to the child properly. I mean, I don't have any problems with it, but then if you just think that it is about just adding to the population of the world and you're not taking care of the child, or you think it is all about money and then you're not there taking care, I mean, you know, training the child, then it's
Very
nothing.
well said, Honeypot. Very, very well said.
Okay.
I think when people get into situations like this and you have a child, the most important thing to remember is, are you fit to take care of this child and everything that means? So not just that you're dropping money for child support.
That is
Are you going to
true.
be present? Are you going to be a present dad or mom and all that? So that's very important. Alrighty, moving on from 4 children and 4 women to birthday shout-outs. Yes, celebrity birthday shout-outs. Today we are celebrating actor Sebastian Stan. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! And happy birthday to everyone celebrating today. We love you. Have a fantastic, blessed year ahead.
I mean, and today's a holiday, so enjoy yourself.
It's time for Tweetville. Yes, this is Tweetville, that will bring you all the savagery, humor, and crazy moments on social media in 5 minutes or less. Honeypot, Amanda?
Yes, we are.
Are you ladies ready? Mm-hmm. All right. So, this is a tweet by King Bright, and of course, Odunlade Adekola makes another appearance as a meme. And the caption is, when they bring the menu, and one portion of jollof rice is 3,750 naira. And his face goes, I'm no more hungry. The spirit of hunger has departed from me. But I love, like, his faces are always epic for memes, because he's so over dramatic. Like, he's so melodramatic in movies.
Honestly
So it's one of the series I watched lately. That's okay. So this couple, the husband took the wife out. They didn't really have much, and so when it got to the person who was going to attend to them and told them that this is the amount of it, so the wife was like, maybe we shouldn't worry. The husband was like, no, I just want to take you out. Like, it doesn't matter. And so when they finally sat and they ordered, maybe they ordered for coleslaw and something, and the thing was potato something, and they're like, they say, this is how it comes. This is how what comes. I'm not spending all the money. And so they now said,
not give me one tiny portion like this.
So the wife now even said that, you know what, let me even take a part of my husband's own. Don't worry, I'll just share. After spending that much. And so they now say, no, we don't do that. We don't allow.
I think the problem with this guy, is not just that the jollof rice is expensive. It's, if the rice is 3,750, how much is the chicken? Do you get what I mean?
Calculation.
Just the rice, because usually the rice is cheaper. Then, you know, the protein is the one that is more expensive. So that means the chicken is like 8K.
What I like is that they're so annoying that they put 3,750. Dude, just say it's 4K. Like, don't vex me.
No, you know the one I hate? When it's not like 3,999. What the like?
I can't. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Number Mbuisa, says, becoming lazy is disrespectful to those who believe in you. And you talked about this earlier. And I knew this was coming. That's why I was laughing, actually. And Chidi Okereke replied, I don't know when I sent anybody message to believe in me. Leave me, I want to rest, please. Did I make you my role model? Why are you believing in me?
Okay.
Is that becoming lazy? You know, all those motivation, giving up.
I don't know.
Is not fair on those who believe in you. When did we discuss that you will believe in me? Don't believe in me, I'm okay.
Well, then don't be doing something that is in the public eye. I mean, so we get that. Nobody sent us, but you also sent yourself. Now.
It comes with territory.
So this thing is so very somehow. So I don't know whether this that I want to say would fall in. So somebody asks you, like, how much do you save? And like, yes, I save. I try my best. And person say, you should be doing more. So that when I want to lend money from and borrow money from anybody, I can say that I have somebody. So like,
It falls under. I don't know when I sent you message to believe in me for my savings account. It falls.
I don't get.
Like,
save more so I can borrow more. Wow.
Moving on to the next one. All right, and Wig Woman tweeted, I withdrew 10,000 naira today, and I was trying to act rich in my room. So I stood in one corner, I sprayed everything into the air. You know when you do that, right? I said, nah, I don't know where 1K has entered. You know when you're feeling cool in your corner, I said, I'm rich, swimming in dough.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but when the party is over, where is my 1K?
But
Where
here's
did
the
you
thing
go?
here. So you know when you're at like a party and they're spraying you and you're trying to act posh, like you're not immediately bending down. Almost some people are faster than you. Well, one wedding I went to, they were really spraying me. I was like, oh, no, I get it. I just looked down, I just saw like 2 notes. Everything else.
Amanda, when you're getting married, holler at me to be on your train. And I'll tell you why. I'm that person. Like, I do not play.
Oh my
because
goodness.
those vendors, they'll just take legs.
Honestly speaking, I saw it all. I saw the money on the floor. I was just like...
There are people very close to you who you just...
No, I got you. I promise you. God will spare our lives.
Now, wow. And if it's a destination wedding, no way. I got you.
Oh my gosh, this one finished, man. It says, and this is the scene of commotion, people fighting. And it says, nothing hurts more than receiving the last slap when being separated in a fight. Like, why is it on my turn that you want to now do, you people, no, don't fight.
I witnessed this 2 days ago.
I chopped the last words. You know, think that will not, no, let me send it back down.
So I witnessed this 2 days ago. I saw that, you know, somebody just was so fast and then people just came and separated these people. Now, that guy was not happy because his lips were bleeding and they could not even do anything. So I thought to myself that even after separating them, so this fight is still going to continue because, see, you cannot just, how? Let the person punch you.
Like that.
When the person has punched, then you now say, okay, it's all right, you can go your different way.
Heavy blow. Not be like,
I believe that this is how guys feel
fight,
when a lady slaps them. I feel like this is how guys feel because you slap them and then he's like, oh, I can't slap you back.
But so, thank you very much for saying that, Amanda. Ladies, stop hitting men. Men, stop hitting ladies.
Honestly.
It's not just men. Like, it goes both ways. Don't, because the person can't guarantee. It's the same way if you and your girlfriend are fighting, like you and I were fighting. I can't guarantee that I won't slap you back. It's the same way for a guy.
Honestly.
I can't guarantee that he won't be forced to hit you back.
And
So
women
don't
always
fight.
think that theirs is
It's
just
okay.
justified.
It's not okay. It's not okay, guys. Let's live in an equal world if we're really trying to do that. All right, and I love it. So Michael Collins tweeted, if not that people are owing me, who is Dangote? Because at the end of the day,
Come on.
if not that, somebody's owing me 20K a year, somebody's owing me 100K. If not that, who is Dangote in the grand scheme of things? Like, we'll be on the same level.
He's just trying to make himself happy. We understand.
No, but really, think about it. Think that they are owing me. If not that they are owing me here and there. I mean, who is Dangote? Who is
All right, do we have one more? I think we might.
Goodness.
That is it, yeah. That's enough video, guys.
Oh my Jesus.
It's over.
Yeah, it's not that you guys are watching us. You know, who is Kylie Jenner? What's that? Who are the Kardashians?
All right, I'll tell your friend. All right, now thank you for Latino for bringing this to us. Thank you, guys. We are still here. Of course, it is still E-Splash. And up next, we'll be having our guest. You want to find out who our guest is today? Well, keep your fingers crossed and stay right there.
Now, it is still Nollywood Tuesday, and of course, it's still Entertainment Splash, and we have our guest in the studio with us. Now, she's a young actress, a beautiful one at that, and a very talented one. I'm talking about Chai Nwakama.
Give them.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Chai.
Hey, Chai.
What's good,
You look amazing, by the way.
You guys look amazing. I'm
wow.
surrounded by like...
I love the color. I love the colors,
you.
black
Thank
and...
you.
The green.
Yeah, the neon.
neon.
I've started to have a thing for like really, really bright colors.
Me
these days.
too.
And I think it really affects your
mood.
being.
Yes,
Yeah, so
it does. Actually, it does.
They say that for sure, that what you wear affects how you feel.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome. And it's not Chi, it's Chai, Abby.
Yes.
Chai.
So, Chai, I mean, I want to talk about your This Is It series that really broke you out in the Nollywood industry.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this series and how long it took for you, because it was a very long one, right?
It was. We shot for a few weeks.
Okay.
For the season.
Oh, wow, but it aired
Few
for, like,
weeks for the
a
series?
year or something.
For the season. No, we didn't shoot a whole year in Nigeria.
No, I mean, it was airing for a long time.
Yeah, it aired for a while. And it still airs in some places outside Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm so curious though, like about when you guys shoot for a few weeks. Like, are there people who frustrate the process where like they keep messing up their lines? Because I always wonder how. Because I did a stage play once and the struggle to master lines, and I wasn't even the lead.
Yeah.
So how do you guys do it? What is your method? What works for you?
The good thing is each day you have a certain number of scenes that you would like to. So say you want to shoot for a month.
Okay.
So for every day of that month, you have to break down your scenes. You know, maybe today you're shooting 10 scenes, tomorrow you're shooting 20.
Okay.
So what I usually do personally, I mean, before the whole shooting starts, you obviously go through your script, you do your character breakdowns and stuff. But what I do is once the shooting starts, I now start focusing per day. So I now focus like the day before the day I'm gonna shoot, I'm just gonna focus on like getting my lines for that day. And then once we wrap for that day, and you go back home,
Actually,
you now
by what you're saying, because if you actually watch this series, her character was Dede, and she was married to someone in the and the chemistry, guys, the chemistry was amazing. They're jumping up and down, they're kissing in the bathroom, and all this was in 3 weeks.
It was
how did
four
you build that?
weeks, actually.
How did you build that chemistry?
So, like I said, we spent so much time together because when we're on set, we're together with our lines, and then when we go back to where we were being lodged, we had to prepare for the next day. So like for 1 month straight, it was like me and Nick.
I'm coming back to that. Everybody go for it. Go for it.
All right, so still talking about series here. So people have said is that when you do more series, you become more popular than when you just, you know, act in maybe this movie, and it's not that series just makes you blow like that.
I feel like that's actually relative. I actually feel like it's the opposite. I feel like you blow more with movies than, because even like in America too, like most of the faces you know are the ones that are constantly in movies. You know, series, the thing about we viewers, we get attached to certain characters. So unless you're really following that series, you wouldn't know who's in a series. But if you happen to land on one movie and you see a face, and then you watch another movie and then you see another face, they already, you know, click. You're like, oh, this person from that other movie. So I feel like movies travel faster than series. But because of like online platforms, like,
yes, I was gonna say that.
you know, the online platforms now, it makes your series travel further than before. Like if you're just watching local content, you will know people in other countries, you know, that are popular in other countries if you're just watching your local content.
Because I was going to say that you should feel blessed to be in an era right now where web series are such a thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Ayolas, the FIWaras, like they've been at this for a long time, but being on web series that are running right now has helped. Okay.
It travels,
so you talked about spending a lot of time with your co-actors. And don't worry, I'm not about to be... I'm not about to stress you out. I get curious when I watch actors, especially those who are married in real life.
Okay.
And I wonder, when you're spending so much time around, you know, other people, how do you guys separate, you know, the professionalism of it and not, because we're human, and how do you not get attached in real life?
I feel like, for me personally, I feel like the work always comes first, and I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that relationship. Say something happens the night before, and then we come on set, and then now it's awkward, and you've compromised that series. So because of that, I feel like a lot of people also feel that way. So because of that, we have our boundaries. Nick and I, we clicked from the beginning. He was a cool person. He was easy to communicate with. So we hung out a lot. We talked a lot, and the funny thing is, we both wanted the same thing, because this was my first lead series ever. It was a lead role. And for Nick, he had been away from TV for a long time. He went into hosting after Sugar and stuff like that. So we were both like, man, this show cannot fail. So we had the same drive, same goal. So even on days that one of us is tired, we have to like ginger ourselves and stuff like that. So he was the best.
So you were lucky with that. You were really blessed with that. Because it doesn't always
Lola
work.
D got lucky. Lola D got lucky with the
well.
casting.
Let me ask you this question, because somebody is watching you right now. The person does not even know what the process has been for you. Like, you want to talk about your journey. How did you even arrive here? How did you become that actor that you are? And apart from, you know, that, how did you even have the discussion with your parents that you're going to be an actor at the end of the day? I mean, like,
So I've been blessed, actually. I have quite understanding parents. I actually pulled a card on them. So my dad came to visit one Christmas because we were abroad with my mom and my siblings. We were going to school. So my dad was back and forth. So he came to visit one Christmas. And this is after one semester of going to college as a biochemistry student. And I used to skip classes to go for auditions and shows. So my grades suffered. I didn't even tell them that. Pretty much I failed that semester. I didn't tell them that. So one day we were just having like a discussion. Like, we like to sit around and talk about, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? So I brought it up. I was like, see, I understand, you know, that you guys want the best for me and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is I can't continue with biochemistry because I will fail. I will end up being a school dropout, and you guys don't
How
want
old
that.
were you when you did this?
I was first year in college, 18.
Wow.
Okay.
That was very
And you
bold
knew
of
what
you.
you...
Very bold. Yeah.
So I pulled one of those cards. My parents studied something different, and then they're doing something else. So I put that card on them. I put that card on them. I was like, you guys always taught us to, you know, follow our dreams and do it. Yeah, but anyways, I got lucky with it, but the trade-off was I had to study something else. So aside theater and performance, I had to also double major as a communications major. So that way I still have the communications aspect to also fall back on.
Got you.
Know? So that was the trade-off, so they let me do it.
We're going to check out some of your work right now, and we'll be right back, of course, with our guest.
Does not have any sense in his head.
Oh my God, really?
What?
Oh my God.
And was that his own? Was that his own thing that you were?
Skit,
Yeah, because I know I saw that
it
you guys. Okay, so we heard you speaking pidgin, and I think it was Compassion the series.
Yeah.
And I was like, this girl whipped out all the different cards. And I mean, for someone who spent a huge chunk of her life in the States, how challenging was that for you?
It was really challenging because growing up, like, we weren't allowed to speak pidgin at home.
We are in the same shoes. Are you not? You're not there because you still speak the pidgin.
You know, it's like, how dare you? We're paying your school fees. You can't speak such a thing. But funny enough, now I can speak it to my parents because they know, obviously, I'm educated.
Amanda, do you speak pidgin? I've never caught you.
Actually.
But
do.
sophisticated pidgin.
No, like normal how far.
It's a line, I just how far. Because there are some deep ones.
If you go to the market, you can't be going, excuse me, please.
No, I understand.
Wow.
I really understand, but Faladele, you know what I'm talking about. So when people are now, well, maybe when you're not watching, I could even be chatting with you and like, this girl can't speak. But when you're not very conscious,
funny enough, all my friends, like my very good friends, I speak to them in pidgin. Like I type to them in pidgin. Yes.
Yes.
No, the closer you are, the less English I speak to you.
I can't type in pidgin.
But let's talk about your recent work. What are you doing right now?
I just completed my own feature film that I executive produced. So it was a massive project for me. It was a big leap of faith, but yeah, finished that a few days ago. So now in post-production and then.
Okay, so you said it was a big leap of faith for you, and I think I could actually relate because I mean sometimes you even get in the middle of your project and you're scared, and then. It's not bad to be scared, right?
I was scared till like I got on set. No, after the first day, I was like, okay, not bad. But I had a great team, you know, helping out with that. So they helped smoothing it out. But after the first day on set, because the first day you don't know what to expect, new faces, new crew, you're like, please let these people not spoil my thing for me. But apart from that, like after the first day, it was great. We wrapped and
okay, so now if someone is watching right now and that person is saying, okay, like a 23-year-old girl who's looking to build a career in acting, what would you advise that person?
Man, my first advice is make use of social media, number one. Try to put out as much content because it's free. All you need is a smartphone. Try to utilize that space first. And what I did also coming into, when I was moving back to Nigeria was I sent a lot of emails and messages too. I used to watch a lot of content, so I'll wait till the end of the credits to see who are the people behind it. Because that's what people don't understand. You actually think you need to be friends with fellow actors. No, you need to be friends with crew members. You need to be friends with producers, because those are the people who actually call the shots. You know, your fellow actors are being hired. They don't really have a say. So yeah, so I watch films to the end credits, note down who I need to work with. That's how I actually got the opportunity with Lola D.
So you sent message?
No, funny enough, I just had her name in the back of my head because she had a short film, Brave, that I was like, oh,
that was her.
That was
Brave
her.
was
That was her first.
yeah.
Yeah, that was her first work.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'd really love to work with this girl. So when I saw an audition notice and it had her name on it, I was like, I must go for this one. So that's how I went for
So
the
make
audition.
use of social media, watch skits, watch content, and see the people behind it.
End credits is very important. Know the people behind it. You can reach out to them, but at the end of the day, people want to see what you can do before they even. We don't really have time now to trial, to try people out. So put out stuff out there so people can actually see what you can do.
Talking about putting out stuff and using social media and utilizing social media, I mean, how do you now draw the balance? Because at the same time, some people are using social media and they are comparing themselves with other people and they're getting depressed and all these things that are happening, especially for upcoming actresses and upcoming entertainers who are feeling like, oh, this is what my mate is doing, why am I not here? Or trying to live a fake life and posting off stuff that isn't true. So where do you balance it up? You need
to, number one, make a decision for you. Me, I don't follow anyone that tensions me. If I feel pressured or anything, I don't have any, because I don't want to feel like everybody is running a separate race of their own. So if you feel like someone is putting an unnecessary pressure on you, unfollow them. You know, it doesn't mean that there's anything, you know, you have anything against them. It's just that I don't want you on my feed. It's my choice. It's like my house. I let in the people that I want in my house. If I don't want you in my house, sorry, you know. And then also I follow accounts of people that I look up to in terms of that motivate me. You always have to have that. If you don't have anything that pushes you or motivates you, then you're using social media wrong, honestly. So that's the thing, right? So those are the accounts I follow, and then I do not follow people that will put unnecessary pressure on me. And just know that everybody has their own timeline, you know. I've been there, trust me. There are times that I'll stay off social media for like a while. And that's another thing. Take time off. If you need to log out, log out. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. There are times that I'll just stay off of my social media. Like I would not, because we all need a break. And like you said, social media these days, just putting unnecessary like pressure on girls especially, and of course guys with the flashy cars and stuff like that. So just take your time off, you know.
So
I really wish.
So nice to meet you, and I think you should add motivational speaker to your acting and all that stuff.
Like you want my thoughts on what you just said now.
I'm joking. I'm joking. But find avenues to, like, because you have a lot of wisdom and it's fantastic.
All right, so thank you so much. We wish that we had more time to talk to you about stuff, because there are so many questions that are begging for answers. You are so full of wisdom.
Yes!
And we wish you the very best. Okay, it's a wrap on the first half of the show. Still to come, entertainment news recap, the critique, Daily Top 5, and movies are the movies. And where are they now? See you at the top of the hour, guys.
Guys, we are back. Yes, it is still Entertainment Splash, and so far we've brought you entertainment news, Tweetville, and of course our special guest. It is now time for us to chew it off. In a minute or less, one of us is going to vent about what's bothering her.
Why am I so happy it's not me?
Wow. I'm like in a good mood today, so.
I am so good. And it's raining outside, right? I feel like playing in the rain. Okay, Faladile, it is your rant.
You people. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's no gentleman, yeah? But if you're watching at home and you're a gentleman, that's for you. Anyway, so I rant about language. Yes. So this was a rant from way back that I ranted about on social media, but I never really brought it here. So I won't go into that conversation, but just a branch off of it. Okay. So, but it'll probably flow into it. Anyway, so the rant is, when people meet adults and they like make fun of them for not being able to speak their native language. I think it's unfair to the child because a lot of times what you find that has happened in those cases is that the parents didn't...
And she's not really looking at me.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Is that, Amanda, I'm on your side.
I know.
I got you, baby. Is that the parents didn't make it a... My parents made it very compulsory. Like, it was a thing. There was a point where they even had to be like, okay, your Yorubas get too much, please start speaking English in the house. You guys are going too far with this. So, but they were intentional. But the parents who aren't intentional. And so I think it's unfair to take it out on the child sometimes. It's like, what kind of Yoruba child are you? What kind of Igbo child? You can't speak your language. Now, the other side to this is, and why this also gets me riled up is because this guy, Jason Joku, I'm sure you guys know him, we'll talk about him after, but he put out a tweet a couple of weeks back and he was like that his children are learning French and Mandarin and that they're not learning Igbo. He's Igbo. He was like, he's Igbo, but he doesn't speak Igbo, and so he doesn't see the need for them to, you know, learn Igbo, so French. And I got a bit riled up because I'm like, okay, when you look at the Asian culture, one of the most popular things about them is that they don't play with language. Like, they take it on, they do not play with language. And so it's like, so when you say you don't want your child to learn Igbo, is it that you're now just helping them promote their own culture? and you're not.
I actually agree with you on that. I mean,
So parents, be intentional.
I would have
That's my
loved,
rant.
personally, I would have loved to be able to speak Yoruba
I know,
fluently.
I know.
But here's the thing. Now, if you look at my origin, I'm not just Yoruba.
Yeah.
I'm from Germany as well, from Trinidad and Tobago. So when people say, you know, because of my surname, and it's like, oh, you don't speak Yoruba. When you see somebody that has an Igbo surname or Yoruba, so you don't know whether in their house the parents are, the mom is from Warri, or you know what I mean, or the mom is Igbo. You don't know what they're growing up with, who is the person who is teaching the languages. Like someone like my dad, who is Mr. Afolabi, had a German mom that taught him Dutch.
Right.
Now, how do you expect him to grow up and all of a sudden start speaking fluent Ijebu Yoruba because he's from Ijebu Ode? So I think the thing is that it's about the balance of, don't throw away your culture. Your culture is very important. Teach your children the culture, but don't also just judge a person because you think you know where the person is from. And some people are very dramatic with it. I mean, I've met some people that are like, Omo Yoruba, Oma Sheo.
The thing is like deep.
You don't feel like a failure. You can't speak. Hey.
Okay, so I've always had something to say about languages because I used to have a program on radio where we talked about socio-cultural issues, you know, and language is one thing we talk about.
Yeah.
So I am of that opinion. I'm not saying that people should judge others, but I am of that opinion that whatever your language is, you should be proud of your culture and you should be intentional speaking your language to your children because we don't want to wake up one day and our languages would have gone into extinction for crying out loud, for God's sakes. So I am of that opinion that if you're a Yoruba person, so I find it very irritating, especially when people cannot speak English very well, and then you're making it compulsory in the house. Like, don't speak vernacular. Don't speak your what? There is no how they will not learn English. They spoke Yoruba to me in my house, and I speak Yoruba very well. And I must say that Yoruba mi o meo. You know, like my Yoruba is good like that. Like when I really want to speak Yoruba to you, you might not even find a trace of English in it. When I really make up my mind to speak that Yoruba. But what I'm saying, no, since all of us are now talking about, so I'm saying that I find it even somehow if you're teaching your children French and another language, and then you're not teaching them your own language, because we want to have an identity. We don't want to be lost in.
And language is a huge part of it.
And it's a huge part of it. So I think that parents should focus on this. I've gone for, you know, I do voiceover, and then I've gone for a voiceover job before, and I saw children, they speak. When their mother was speaking Yoruba to them, I thought she was just speaking Yoruba and they would respond in English. They speak Yoruba and they speak English very well, and they have been making money forever. They are making money as small because they use them for commercials. So
but
I think that
just
we should
give people the benefit of the doubt. Some people are Yoruba, they grew up in the north. Some people are Igbo,
I
they
know.
grew up here, they speak Yoruba, they don't speak their native language.
But even if you don't speak your native language, just have one native language that you speak. And children have
before it gets heated up,
I know children can acquire more than 5 languages. Don't think that you're suffering. They're suffering or something. When you speak it consistently to them, I did language, and when you speak it consistently to them, they learn and they have it forever, and it's a plus always.
Please, if you cannot speak your language, don't feel cancelled though. There's still things that make you Nigerian. There's still things that don't feel cancelled. I'm back! Oh, I speak French as well, by the way, guys.
And I speak French.
Un peu de français, Elle parle un peu de français. Okay, back to English, guys. So, quiz time. So now you stand the chance to win tickets to go see the movie everybody's talking about. And it is Hobbs and Shaw. All you need to do is answer these questions correctly. So, you call in. Yes, you can't tweet. You have to call for this one. So call in and let us know. There are 2 questions for each person that calls in. So it's going to be a question about Hobbs and Shaw and a question about Pepsi. I feel like I should be a bit mean and wait for them to call before I tell them the question, right? I don't want them to get
yeah, because people can actually check online or something.
It's spontaneous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just tell them now. Let's just tell them. Oh yeah, we'll not tell them. We'll not tell them. If we're right, we'll not tell them. So guys, yes, call in, let us know, you know, something, you're going to tell us something about Hobbs and Shaw and something about Pepsi. So do your research. Go and like do your homework. Because you're not going to know the questions until you call.
Yeah.
And you get to win a ticket to go see Hobbs and Shaw. How
really
fantastic is that?
Fantastic movie.
All right. So we already have Adura Agbemi. Yes. Hi, Adura. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can I call you Adura?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So are you ready for this game?
Yes.
You want to win a ticket to go see Hobbs and Shaw?
Of course.
Okay, nice one. So 2 questions for you, my friend. First one, Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off of which particular movie?
You have 5 seconds.
Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off of which particular movie?
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Oh, maybe he doesn't know the answer.
Oh.
Adura, are you still there?
He didn't.
Adura,
I
have
don't
wrong
think he knows
goal.
the answer.
Oh my
So do
gosh.
we still keep this question?
Yes, we're
Yeah,
keeping
let's
this
keep it.
question.
All right, so keep
I think the
calling.
next person would just be very lucky. Yeah. So, I mean, there is no point. If you're calling and then we'll just ask you this question, and I do hope that you get it correctly because...
You better don't think, because the way my mind is doing me, I might just change the question. So don't think that you call and I'll give you the same question because it's not fair to Adura.
Yes.
So calm down.
But if you're lucky, Sha,
If.
you know...
Big if. So yeah, call us, let us know.
Calling in, yes.
Yeah. Hobbs and Shaw, have you guys seen it?
So I have not seen it.
You have?
I have
Did you like it?
fantastic.
Okay, don't drop any, don't
No
drop
spoilers, no.
spoilers.
for
Oh my
our,
goodness.
because it might be in the question.
Guys,
no.
Have you seen it,
love
Falade?
action.
No, I want to go see it this week actually.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. I really, really want to see
And
it.
the combination of the actors, beautiful, was magic.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
So
my
because we
gosh.
did a bit of review here and, you know, I'm sure, I'm looking forward
So
to
hard
it.
to
It was
talk
one
about
of those
this
things.
with no spoilers.
It's a chance to find out if you guys watch this show, truly. All right, Susan is here. Hi, Susan. Good afternoon.
Fine, good afternoon. You
How
guys
you
are
doing,
so
girl?
amazing.
What?
Hello?
Hey, Suzanne.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Foladele,
Hi, Susan.
Amanda.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Fine. You guys are so amazing. I love you guys.
We love you right back.
Okay,
Thank you.
so are you ready for the game, Susan? Serious business.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to win a ticket to go see Hobbs and Shaw?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. All right, so let's do this. One, let's begin with the Pepsi question. Yes.
Okay.
Name, Susan, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Name 2 musicians who are brand ambassadors of Pepsi.
Whiskey, Tiwa Savage.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Second question. Okay. Name 2 actors who featured in the movie Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh.
Susan!
Can we give her another question?
No.
Susan,
Oh my
you have to know both.
gosh.
Oh. Okay, you know what? Just keep watching and let's see how it plays out. Let's see. Because you're so sweet and we like your vibe. So let's see how it goes. We're not promising anything, but thanks for
Just
calling.
go and be praying. Go spiritual. If somebody calls in and the person gives...
Honey pot. We don't pray.
And if you are meeting, start fasting. Let's see if we can work.
Thank you for calling.
Thank
though.
you,
We love
thank you.
you, okay?
But I really want to see this one. I actually want to see it. I'm going to go see it this week.
Yeah, I'm
One
really...
thing I love about foreign movies is the attention to detail. I mean, the fact that they're shooting so many locations, they pay so much attention to the action sequences. You can't really tell which one is stunt and which one is reality. It's
Yeah.
you keep watching and it just keeps blowing your mind. And you're just there. Like someone like me, if I watch a movie I'm interested in, I don't want you to talk to me.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Why are you disturbing me?
Oh, okay,
I
noted.
can miss something. So I'll just be like,
Noted. I like
I'm
that.
like,
I like
paying
that.
attention to every detail. All right, we have Peter.
All the way from Jaws.
Jaws.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Oh,
Peter,
wow.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Are you okay? Are you enjoying your holiday?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, no problem. So are you ready to answer the questions for us?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So now, name 2 DJ brand ambassadors of Pepsi.
Okay, I think there's DJ Copy.
Second one.
And, Whiskey. Oh, you said DJ.
Sorry?
Sorry, the question again, please.
Name 2 DJ brand ambassadors of Pepsi.
Are you Googling it? Time up,
No,
Peter.
of course not.
What?
I didn't get the question. Did you say
2
wow.
DJ brand ambassadors of Pepsi. DJ brand ambassadors of Pepsi. Let's go.
But you heard the question because you said copy
The
already.
only DJ Copy I know as a DJ. Yes.
It's only DJ Copy, you know.
Time is up,
Yeah.
actually.
All
Time
right,
is up.
Unfortunately, there are other people, there are other DJs. All right, thank you so much
We're
for
so
calling.
sorry.
Though.
All the way from Jaws.
Thank you so much.
Peter and Susan, keep watching. Let's see how things go because, I mean, to have called all the way from Jaws, we're flattered.
And so
Yes,
Peter is
we
going to
are.
come to Lagos.
Abio, that's not, you
To
see.
get his tickets.
Maybe he has a friend in Lagos.
but yeah, that
Maybe you
could.
can fly now. You don't
I
know.
know.
Guy. But you were talking about foreign movies, and I know people are always like, oh, you guys don't celebrate Nollywood, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, attention to detail is a fantastic thing. And I think what's also great is, you know, the Nigerian factor where you say one thing, but you don't do it. But when they say a movie is coming out in July 2019, it is coming out in July 2019.
True.
Okay, we have someone from Ikorodu. Hi, good afternoon.
Oh, Israel, we lost the call.
Oh, Israel is gone.
We lost the call. All right, we still have the opportunity to call us this afternoon. We still have some time left, okay? So if you're going to be getting our questions correctly and you are going to be winning so big, we are super excited about this, and we are excited especially for you. So why don't you just put a call through and then you answer our questions correctly. They're simple questions, actually.
And for those who don't know, we actually have a competition running online as well. So it's not just for people who call in. But I'll tell you guys about it.
Oh, John is here.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah. Good
All
afternoon.
right. Good afternoon, John. Thanks so much for calling. So, John, are you ready to answer 2 questions correctly this afternoon?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay. So, tell us, Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off of which particular movie?
Fast and Furious.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, now your second question. All right. Name 2 musician brand ambassador of Pepsi.
Tiwa Savage and Whiskey.
John the Baptist. John, who are you? Who you be? Okay, we'll let you know if you won.
Okay, thanks so much, John. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I think he took your advice and he just went into prayer. Maybe he baptized himself real quick. Are you getting that?
Because it's John, and then he baptized himself.
Wow, Amanda, you're a mess. Your punchline. All right, well, yes, I was saying that the opportunities for those online, so it's not just for the callers in the studio to win tickets. People online as well can actually be a part of, you know, these goodies. And all you have to do is go on our Instagram page. It's at TVC Connect on Instagram to find out how you can win a generator.
Wow.
You can win a printer. You can win a wristwatch. And then each of these gifts come with 2 tickets to see this movie, all courtesy Pepsi. So,
Yes.
guys, we have so much in store for you. So just know that we got you this season.
Yes.
So let's see if we can get one more caller in. And if not, it might just be Susan we might have to give it to.
Yeah.
Because it might John and Susan, yeah.
Okay.
Because we really want to give 2 tickets out.
Yes.
So John's already got that one. I mean, he really came prepared. And yeah.
Call us. TikTok time is going.
All right. All right. So let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll see if we can squeeze in one more call in there. We are back, guys. And it's been fun because we've been playing a game, yes. So we're trying to give away 2 tickets to go see the movie Hobbs and Shaw. And so we've been giving you guys the opportunity to call in and answer 1 question about Hobbs and Shaw, the movie, and 1 question about Pepsi. So if you can successfully answer both questions, then you can win a ticket. So we already have John who has successfully done half of the job. So we just have 1 more ticket to give away. So yes, call in, guys.
Let's see who would call in and win the ticket right now, or the ticket. Yeah. So we've got these questions. So, with the time we spent, I think somebody should. Oh, so Toby is here. Oh my gosh. So Toby, hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, good to know. So Toby, you want to answer these questions? You are ready?
Yes, sure.
Okay. All right. So Toby, name 2 actors that featured in Hobbs and Shaw.
You know what? Toby, name 3 actually.
Wicked eyebrows.
3 actors that featured in Hobbs and Shaw.
That question got me, but
Sorry?
not really sure, not sure.
Toby, and you called. You didn't do your homework.
Toby.
Oh, you did not do your homework. What?
Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Let's free you up so other people can try.
All right, so let's see if we can still have like 1, 2 people calling this afternoon. All right, so you want to answer the questions correctly. Why don't you just hit us up and we are here. We'll pick your calls and you'll be winning big.
Better come correct, though, because we're trying to make these questions tougher.
As in,
Not to give away this last ticket.
wicked eyebrows.
Don't worry. When Foladele is doing the wicked stepmother, I'll be helping you to
To cool it down. She'll be the good mother-in-law.
Wow. That's interesting.
All right, guys, yeah, so let us know. And we were talking earlier about foreign movies. We were saying about how when it's like Lion King, I knew way before that it was going to come out in July 2019.
Yes,
Like
they stick
And
to
it
their...
took their time.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I pray we get to a stage where we're shooting Nigerian movies for more than 6 months.
Yeah.
Thank
Not
you
a
so
series,
much.
At least more than 6
Yes.
months. So that we can have, you know, sometimes, I've seen a movie that was shot in 1 location, no jokes, 1 house, just use upstairs, use downstairs, use kitchen, use bathroom,
I know, right?
everything.
Was
The
it at
whole
least a
movie
mansion?
Which kind of mansion? Everything happened inside the house. So like, I mean, Nollywood is doing better, but sometimes again, it's also the budget.
Yes, they're always
Because,
talking about resources.
I mean, like using 100 million naira to shoot a movie right now is a big deal. Now imagine when you're hearing $250 million on a foreign movie. Okay, so we have Tolu. Tolu, how far now? Tolu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you enjoying your holiday?
Sure I am.
All right, so are you ready for the questions?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Name 2 actors that featured in Hobbs and Shaw.
Dwayne Johnson.
Second one?
I don't know the other one.
Oh my God.
Why you called us to win
try,
tickets now? Try. 2 actors that featured in the film. Okay, no problem. Thanks for calling.
Wow.
I understand the
And she really knew the first one.
So
Dwayne
the
Johnson.
thing
Oh my
is,
goodness.
we've been asking certain questions, so I think people should just know what to do already. Like, I don't know.
But you know, no one has answered this one successfully.
Okay.
And we're going to change it at this point now. Because I'm the wicked person here today.
Patience
We'll change this
Ozokwa.
question. Patience Ozokwa. But you were saying something
Yeah,
before she
so I
called.
said using $250 million is a big deal
Yeah.
to shoot a movie. So maybe we just need more support
Yeah.
from people who can invest in the movies, executive producers,
Yeah.
can actually put, because I would really, really love, I mean, there are action movies now, Nollywood action movies, but I would love to see the kind of action where, you know, you're going under a trailer, you jump off the
Yeah,
bridge,
Merry Men
you know.
was an attempt. But there were things we wanted to tweak.
Francis from Abeokuta. Wow. All right, so Francis, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
All right, so you're
Sorry,
ready
one
to answer this question.
Francis, if you win this ticket, how would you get it?
I'll be very, very happy.
But how would you pick it up? Because you're all the way in Abeokuta.
I will try.
Okay, I
Okay,
trust
no
you.
problems. All right, so Francis, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to give us the names of 2 actors that featured in Hobbs and Shaw? So why is this so hard? And Falalele thought that we have even overused this question. Oh, sadly, I think we would have to give it to, no, well, happily give it to John and Susan.
Yeah, we'll give it to Susan.
Okay, Susan, because we loved her vibe. Okay.
All right, so congratulations, John and Susan. You'll be getting tickets from Hobbs and Shaw, courtesy of Pepsi. So congrats. We'll be taking a break right now, and we'll be back with our daily top 5, so stick around.
We are back, and it's time for Daily Top 5. Today we're going to be talking about 5 Nollywood villains of all time who breathed life into the action genre. Yes, from Slow Country and Silent Night to More Than a Woman, Nollywood has had a handful of actors who you can always look to deliver when it comes to action roles. They played the bad guy character so well that many of us found it hard and still find it hard to believe that they're not like that in real life. So let's talk about some of those bad guys that rocked our screens way back. Number 1, Hank Sanuku. How will I not? All right, so with his menacing look and manner of speech, Hank Sanuku could pull off any gangster role back then. Guys, in his acting days, he brought on so much fierceness whenever he was on screen, and it was just such a delight. Oh my goodness, and that voice, because it was like deep, and he had like, he didn't open his mouth well to talk. So it was like, the swag was just complete.
Some people have the aura, and
Yeah.
when you
And
have
his
some, you see some people.
Yeah,
don't
the
mess-
accent,
don't
and then it
mess
was
with them.
tall. So it just, there was a lot going on there that just worked for it. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people loved to see him, and then at some point we started missing him, and people were asking, where is he, where is he? So we learned that he relocated to, was it Ghana?
Ghana, yeah.
And that he even had HIV, and he came out to say something about that, and at the end of the day, I think he's getting treatments and all of those.
Okay. All right, talking about badass guys, we have Segun Arinze, and this was another epic bad guy. Now, it wasn't in the same way that Hans Anuku did his, but it was in a different, wicked way. It also probably helps that his facial features are quite pronounced. If you know, you know. All he had to do back then was just widen his eyes a little and turn on his dangerous cult-like leader attitude, and you will shudder in fear. This Nollywood veteran is certainly one of our memorable villains. I mean, Segun Arinze.
Segun Arinze.
Whether he was playing a
Oh my
rapist, an uncle that wants to molest you, a schema. It was that those eyes work for any of those evil things.
That
You know how they will say African parents don't need to talk too much, they just give you the look. If he gives you this look, you will start shaking. Shaking and raising and he's going.
In fact, look at that. Look at that. Did you see that picture? Like,
Yes.
oh my God. Now let's talk about Kelvin Ikedugwa. Now his perfect mastery of Igbo, Yoruba and English languages has made it one of the most versatile actors in the Nollywood circuit, being able to fit comfortably well into both Yoruba and English movies. Whether he's playing an armed robber in a Yoruba film or a hired killer in an English film, the intensity is the same. Kelvin Ikedugwa is a confirmed bad guy. Bad guy. Like,
so my only thing, and I get upset because I think he's talented. Like, look, it's not beans to be, but we're talking about a broadcaster who MCs,
yes,
can do
Yoruba,
English, Hausa, Igbo, and I think that's fantastic. And it's an asset to be able to speak more than one language because it increases your chances and opportunities.
Especially as an actor.
Yes,
you cash out.
Yes, exactly. And so I feel like he's not utilizing his talent well enough. I don't know if I'm in a place to say that, but I feel like there's more he can do.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So I'm just used to seeing him being the bad guy. He's always the bad guy in Yoruba movies, Nollywood, English movies.
Him to typecasting. You know, if you do something so well, people just want to keep calling you for that thing. So, and I mean, it's kind of hard to tell the director, don't call me for this or change my role. So maybe that's what happens.
But guess what, guys? He has skits on Instagram, and they're fantastic skits. I don't know if you've seen them. So I think that it's not fair to say that he's not doing enough, you know, like he's doing other things. And well, you might not just
let me
be...
correct that. I don't, so that's
I
think you're doing enough for your career. However, I feel like there's more I would like to see you do. So it would be nice to see Kelvin Ikedugwa in a romantic role. Or, you know, something different. It would just be nice. All right, guys, moving swiftly along to our next Nollywood villain of all time, JT Tom West. He was an actor who always delivered effortlessly well. JT Tom West was an action hero legend. He was gone too soon, a tragedy that occurred right at the prime of his career. His unforgettable roles will forever be buried in the households and subconscious of many Nigerians. You might remember him from movies like The Captor, The Prize, Last Weekend, She-Devil, Gangster Paradise. I mean, even those titles alone, you just know that when you see JT Tom West in the starring, in the credits, you just know that nah.
Honestly speaking, as you said, gone too soon, 2006 till now, and we still remember him, and we still like give him this role and say that he was one of the villains that are memorable.
May he so rest in peace.
May he so rest in peace, yes indeed. The fifth person on our list, villain of course, is Ernest Asuzu. Now, this Nollywood villain had his own unique style. It was almost like an unspoken rule that he needed an American accent to really bring out the bad guy in you. Well, Ernest Asuzu certainly got that memo because it made him more memorable. He will forever be known as one of the pioneers of that style. Yeah. That, as you were saying,
before the Charles Okocha them were doing it.
I get what you mean.
This was the time of the Hank Sanuku, you needed an accent.
An accent in this life.
And it had to be American, because how would you be a bad guy with British accent?
You can portray this American accent, bad guy.
Yeah, okay, now we'll try it.
Oh, yeah, now.
Right now?
Yeah.
On the spot?
No, she has to get in character.
Yeah, I do,
She's an
Amanda.
actress.
Amanda, I need to see my script.
She's not on Daily Top 5.
Amanda, I need to see my script, okay?
Because, and then G Mike now learned from this guy.
Oh
okay,
my gosh.
we are done. Right, guys, we will go on another break and we will be right back with the draw of Oladile and Amanda for the movies, other movie segments. Stick around.
Alrighty, we are back and we are slowly winding down, guys, and it's time for movies at the movies. So this is where we bring you up to speed on movies currently showing at the cinemas. So this will help you make up your mind if you want to go see a movie today, which is a public holiday, or during the weekend. So we got you covered. All right, guys, let's begin with the first one. Angry Birds 2. The flightless birds and skimming green pigs take their beef to the next level in this Angry Birds adventure sequel. Look out for the voices of actors like Awkwafina, Josh Gad, Nicki Minaj, Peter Dinklage, and Tiffany Haddish. Yes, that was Angry Birds 2, and I bet y'all thought I was here alone. No way, Jose. Amanda, my movie buddy's here. Hi, girl.
Yes.
How you
Hey,
doing? So, I know you're a huge animation
look at me, I'm
fan. So
vibrating
you're
in my
beaming,
chair.
so go for it.
Okay, so Angry Birds 2, I mean, if you watch Angry Birds 1, then obviously you want to watch Angry Birds 2. And then Nicki Minaj in it, fantastic. I mean, this movie, this animation has done so well, coming from a game and then making it into an animation that had a storyline, and they were still able to bring it out and do it very well, very fantastic.
And this is one of the more popular animations, actually. Angry Birds, like, it comes up in a lot of conversations, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the voices of people like Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones, and of course Nicki Minaj as well.
Honestly.
So definitely.
And this is
looking
one
forward
that
to
your kids will love to watch as well. So I mean, today is the perfect time to take
all
them
your adults
to watch it.
like
Yes,
this
of
one,
course.
yeah.
I mean, animation is not just for children. I keep saying it, but then not everybody's like me. Moving on to the next movie on our list. The Kitchen. Now, the wives of New York gangsters in Hell's Kitchen in the 1970s continue to operate their husbands' rackets after they were locked up in prison. Now, the film stars Domhnall Gleeson, Elizabeth Moss, and Melissa McCarthy.
Wait, see, before you go in.
Okay.
So when you see a movie like this that has, you know, famous comedy faces like Melissa McCarthy and Tiffany Haddish, you think it's going to be a comedy, right?
Yes.
Amanda, but you've seen it and it
is
wasn't.
not a comedy, and I was really looking forward to seeing something, especially from Melissa McCarthy. And then going there, she was serious, she was crying, she was a wife, she was a gangster. So here's the thing, I realized that it's because of my expectations that I came out the wrong way of this. But if you like, you know, gangster movies, mob type of movies, you know, then you would like this one. But it was set in the 70s, so then you have to go back and, you know, the casting, the environment, the locations,
Costume.
the costume. It was set in the 70s. It was very slow paced.
But for someone who was just complaining about Kevin Ikediba being typecast, I should be happy that Melissa McCarthy is doing something other than comedy.
I feel what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I love Melissa McCarthy when she goes all funny and she's jumped. She was too serious. She was made up.
You cannot please people. I'll watch it and we'll have this conversation.
And I think a lot of people had the same reaction because even on Rotten Tomatoes, they
the
have about
reviews.
22% right now. So I'm hoping that maybe it picks off with time. But as at now, it's not really so great.
Okay. Alrighty, guys, and our last movie at the movies, yes, in Nollywood, The Setup, directed by Nikki Akimolayo. The film tells the story of a young woman who gets more than she bargains for and is drawn into a web of deceit when she's hired by a socialite to assist with his scheme to marry a wealthy heiress. Now, it's a star-studded one, guys. Yes, actors include Adesoye Tomi Wellington, Ayola Ayolola, Dakore Egbusunakonde, G-Mike, Jake Silva, Kehinde Bankole, Tinamba, and so many more people.
Before we take a bow, guys, we have some great news for you. Over the next few weeks, we have lots of goodies for you guys to win. Generator, 2 printers, wristwatch, all to be won with 2 movie tickets to see Hobbs and Shaw. Now, for Tuesdays, if you'd like to win a ticket to go see Hobbs and Shaw, call in to answer 2 questions, one about Hobbs and Shaw, and another about Pepsi. Finally, for selfie requests on Fridays, upload your selfie request, but be sure to incorporate Pepsi in a creative way, okay? Do a selfie in the most creative possible way and win a ticket to see Hobbs and Shaw. Remember to tag TVC and Pepsi when you do it to stand a chance, okay? Now, you can go on our Instagram page at TVC Connect to find out more. On this note, we have come to the end of the show. I want to say thank you indeed for watching. We do hope that you're enjoying your holiday because, of course, it is still holidays today,
and
right?
Thank you to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. You guys came through with salam meat. You see, it's on my head. It's all, like it's growing out of my mouth.
This year is a fantastic year.
Honestly, usually people don't give me meat, but you guys, you gave me meat this year. I'm happy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for paying the bills. It's your girl, Amanda Dara.
Thanks for watching, guys, and see you tomorrow, God willing. My name is Foladile. Have a good afternoon.
My name is Honey Pot. Bye.